how can a cohabitation agreement be customized to meet the specific needs and circumstances of the individuals involved?
Right. So we talked about the three things that are generally addressed in a cohabitation agreement. What did we do? What are we going to do? And how do we end what we've done? The biggest customization will not occur in the first category of what did we do. That's in the past, so you don't need to customize it. I paid X, you paid Y. What are we going to do has some variables that are generally touched upon in the cohabitation agreement. Let's say that someone wants to put in an improvement to the property. Okay, well, if it's a voluntary improvement, a new porch, a hot tub, resodding the yard, unless the other person agrees to it, that is considered to be just a donation or a contribution, I guess is what I would say, to the house. And when the house gets sold, if it brings $6,000 of value, well, congratulations, you get $3 extra thousand from what you contributed to the house. But you don't get to later say, I put in a $10,000 hot tub and I want to have that repaid to me, because that's not the agreement that we have. We try and make it to where you're working together on these things. Other things that can be customized. Well, if there's someone that's a disproportionately higher earner or lower earner than the other person in a relationship, they may not have the incentive to go forward with buying a house if it's going to make them stressed out or worried about being able to make that monthly mortgage. And so I've had many people that say, look, I'm going to pay, we'll do 50-50 on the down payment, but I'm going to be in charge of 60% of the mortgage. Or maybe I guess that wasn't correct. People say, I'll do 60-40 on the down payment. I'll do 60-40 on the house mortgage payment, and I'm going to own 60% instead of 40%. All of the decisions and everything are still joint. It's just the equity is apportioned differently. And by setting that division of the pie out at the beginning, everyone has a little bit more clarity on what's going on. I'm putting more money in, you have less risk, but I get a greater benefit for when the house appreciates. And lastly is, what is it that we can customize for the exit strategy? You try and make it to where it works best for the situation and then best for the individuals. And what I mean by that is the amount of individuals that have come to me that are, they've had a breakup from a house that they bought in 2019, let's say, and now it's 2023, and lo and behold, the house has appreciated $150,000. And somebody wants to get their 75 grand equity out plus whatever they've put into the house, but the other party doesn't want to refinance. Well, what do you do in that situation? It's understandable they don't want to refinance when it's 4% higher than what their loan was when they bought the house, but you can't expect the person that's moving out of the home to stay on that mortgage, both for the liability and the debt to income ratio affecting their ability to buy a new house. And so you try and work with people as best you can, looking into the future on what's going to be the best situation for them with the facts we have now and applying them into the future.
Wow. I like how you are breaking up kind of each kind of those three kind of chapters, beginning, middle, and end. It's very easy to follow along. Thank you for that.
That's the hope, is that you try and make an agreement that is easy to follow. That at some point along the way, the lawyers took what a contract was, which was, let's make sure everyone understands what your responsibilities are, and then they made it into something to where no one understands what it is, and you've got to hire us for way too much money to interpret it for you, and then we just argue the whole time. And so I try and keep things back to the original point of an agreement, a cohabitation agreement, which is a contract that everyone knows what their responsibilities are. And if we know what it is when we get there, we know those rules that we're playing by.